Welcome to the debate room. Usama Zahid is here, bringing yet another engaging and thought provoking discussion today. We dive into Pakistan's ever evolving political landscape, dissecting the key issues surrounding governance, economic challenges, security threats, and the role of young political leaders in shaping the future of our country. One such emerging leader is Shaheer Haider Sialvi, a prominent figure known for his activism, political engagements, and strong nation allies stance of as part of the Pakistan Ziyati Party. We'll explore the broader political context of Pakistan in 2025, address the instability following the 2024 elections, and the role of independent candidates aligned with PTI. Our discussion will also highlight how Pakistan is tackling economical hurdles, foreign relation, and internal security concerns. Most importantly, we'll engage in insightful conversation about Shahid Salvi, political ideology, and vision for Pakistan's future. Join us. We delve into these pressing topics, offering diverse perspectives and critical analysis. Let's go started. Mr. Shahid Haider Salvi, what are the main factor contributing the current political instability in Pakistan, and how can they be addressed?
Thank you very much, Osama. I think the feudalistic approach and the feudalism is the root cause of every problem that Pakistan is facing nowadays. People who had been the informers of the British Raj in 1920s, Khilafat, and in 1857's Jang-e-Azadi, which we call War of Independence. All those people who fought against the freedom fighters of that era, like Allama Kifayat Ali Kafi, like Rai Ahmad Kharal Shahid, like Bhagat Singh Shahid, those informers who had been working against the locals of the subcontinent, they were blessed with all sort of land, with all sort of the opportunities of the subcontinent. And now it is very unfortunate, since last 78 years, their children and their grandchildren are ruling this beloved homeland. So until and unless we get rid of this feudalistic approach and feudalism, we won't be able to make a prosperous Pakistan.
Okay. How does the recent election outcome reflect the public sentiment toward the major political parties?
See, everyone in Pakistan is quite upset after this current results, which they were not expecting from this election. The election was very badly managed, like before, like the election of 2018 as well, like the election of 2013. So I think until and unless the representatives who are being elected by the public, who are being elected by the people of Pakistan, until and unless they have been given a proper chance to represent themselves in the parliament, I don't think so that public would take this government serious anymore. And it would lead to a political instability, and I think this is not good for our country.
Okay. What steps in the government are taking to stabilize the economy and attract foreign investments now?
I am not a representative of this government, fortunately. But I must say that what steps that we should take in order to create a stability in Pakistan, and order to
But Shaykh
recognize
Sabi, but you are emerging figure of Pakistan politics.
that's why I'm telling you that the projects they have launched regarding SAFC and other projects, I don't think that they're that much successful. The foreign policy is not independent. All we want as a young politicians, that the foreign policy of Pakistan should be made within the Ministry of Foreign Office. The decisions should be taken within the Parliament of Pakistan, not within the White House, not within the decisions of Pakistan should not be taken in the Pentagon. All we need is that there should be a sovereign Pakistan, a sovereign foreign policy of Pakistan, that we should make good friends. We should not make fathers. We should talk to the international community while keeping eyes in their eyes. Our Kashmir policy should be independent. Like before, we had seen that whenever someone went to the international community, whenever someone represented the case of Kashmir in the United Nations, it is every time you see the foreign minister of Pakistan, every time you see the prime minister of Pakistan, but the elected prime minister of Azad Jammu and Kashmir, he sit beside the foreign minister and the prime minister of Pakistan. Whenever we would be given a chance, inshallah ta'ala, we will give proper chance to the prime minister, elected prime minister of AJK, to represent their case in the United Nations, so
Uh,
that the people should come to know what their demand is. Similarly, we
Before
want
few
them.
seconds, Shaheer Salvi tell me he's not a part of government of Pakistan, but you are a leader of Pakistan Jati Party and facing Pakistan political scenario. Now I will ask you, how is Pakistan managing its relations with the IMF and other international financial institutions?
See, Pakistan, it's very unfortunate that we are taking loans from the international countries. We are taking loans from America. We are taking loans from World Bank. We are taking loans from IMF. We are taking loans from Russia and China. And in order to return the loan of China, we used to take more loan from Saudi Arabia. In order to return the loan of Saudi Arabia, we used to take more loans from World Bank. In order to return the loans from the World Bank, we have to in order to return them, we have to take loans from IMF. And in this all scenario, our foreign policy, our internal policies are compromised. Whenever you give us loan, whenever IMF gives us loan, it would demand us to change the basic constitution of Pakistan, to change the basic laws of Pakistan. They often used to speak on the freedom of speech, that you are not giving people the right of freedom of expression as far as the article number 295A and 295C is concerned. Well, to me, the term freedom of speech should be redefined, that tarnishing the basic religious views of around 2 billion Muslims of the entire world. I think this is not freedom of expression. But but we Muslim believes that we love our holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam more than anyone, more than anything else, more than our children, more than our parents, even more than the country we live in. We love this country from the core of our heart, just because of the holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because we believe that this country was made on his name. Similarly, what we believe is that international communities and the IMF, World Bank should not emphasize, should not pressure any country like Pakistan while giving loans to them. As far as this term of freedom of speech is concerned,
Shahid,
uh,
you now Pakistan economical situation aligns with Pakistan's internal security situation in Pakistan. What you say that Pakistan-Afghan relation now is very critical. Uh, what the current security situation in Pakistan, particularly regarding terrorism and border security with Afghanistan?
I think there's a tense situation between Afghanistan and Pakistan that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. The current regime change in Afghanistan, I think every Pakistani was happy of it. Uh, the least America is concerned about Afghanistan, the least their influence is in the Afghanistan, that is much better for both of the countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Huh.
So after the regime change, they have left their ammunition over there for BLA and TTP, which is the basic concern of Pakistan, that shouldn't be. The land of Afghanistan shouldn't be used against Pakistan in terms of BLA, in terms of TTP. We are brotherly Muslim countries, and we should support each other in order to maintain, in order to prevail law and order in on both sides of the border.
How is the government responding to the humanitarian crisis caused by the 2022 floods, and what measures are in place for future disaster uh, like Pakistan challenges.
See, Usama, there are National Disaster Management Authority (NDMA) and Provincial Disaster Management Authority, which are linked up with the forces, which are linked up with the local NGOs, which are linked up with the social NGOs and activists, and they are working to the best of their ability. They have been working for to the best of their ability, and they are well equipped. Alhamdulillah.
Then we will consider the key challenges. First of all, Pakistan elections. Elections in Pakistan and what reforms are needed now to clear Pakistan elections are Feb.
I think EVN machines should be introduced in the election commission. The case is already being heard in the Supreme Court of Pakistan. Until and unless we introduce EVM machines, I don't think so. We would have free and fair elections in Pakistan.
Sheikh, it's very hard, but I ask you, how does the military's influence affect the democratic process in Pakistan, and what steps can be taken to strengthen civilian governance?
See, it's not the matter of Pakistan only. Raw influenced Indian elections, MI6 influence the elections of United Kingdom, CIA influences the election of United States of America, Mossad influences the election of Israel, an illegitimate child of the West. So the influence of military is not the issue, is not the problem of Pakistan only. Well, coming towards your question is that there should be a charter of democracy signed among all the political parties. They should take oath that they should not go towards them. Until and unless we place our CVs in front of the military establishment, they won't be able to do anything until and unless we support them. Until and unless a political party is a party to that thing.
Sheikh, now press freedom under attack in Pakistan. What is the state of press freedom in Pakistan, and how does it impact political discourse and public awareness?
It has been the issue of Pakistan not since today, since the creation of Pakistan, but not as much as the issue press is facing in the Middle East, as the issue that press is facing in America, the issues press is facing in India. RSS and Shiv Sena and Arya Samaj and Brother Brahman Samaj, they used to kill the journalists. You may see a single case in Pakistan in the form of Arshad Sharif, but you may see dozens of cases in India. You may see hundreds of cases in the United States, the so-called champion of the human rights, that they have deported journalists from their country who were speaking in favor of Palestine, who were speaking
Sheikh,
against
press freedom is a major issue of Pakistan, but how are political parties in Pakistan addressing the needs and the aspiration of the
See,
youth who make a significant portion of the population?
See, if this would have been a Pakistani channel, I would have criticized my country's government. But because it's an international channel, so I'm Pakistani first.
Now I will ask you on your party ideology. Could you explain the ideology and the key policies of the Pakistan Nazjati Party on this situation?
See, mostly things are directly or indirectly discussed within the conversation that we had recently. But I think the biggest fraud in the history of Pakistan is Benazir income support program, where you use 600 billion rupees to bribe people just for the sake of vote on the name of aid. The country where education budget is 65 billion rupees, the country where health budget is 27 billion rupees. In the same country, the budget of so-called aid on the name of Benazir income support program is 600 billion rupees. Inshallah ta'ala, whenever Pakistan Nazariyati Party would come into the power, we will end up this and we'll start Fatma Jinnah income support program, and out of which we will not give aid, we will not give wheat, we will give inshallah, we will empower the women of Pakistan through cottage industries.
Here,
We'll give them
political
proper
parties in
jobs.
Pakistan, particularly in terms of its approach to governance and social issues, stand of PNP, where
Hmm. What sort of social issues are you talking about? There are many.
public social issues now facing in Pakistan by Punjab governments, foreign governments all over the.
See, Usama, if you talk about the social issues and you said what international community looks towards Pakistan in terms of the rights of minorities, let's start from there, which is the
Social issues
foremost
aligns with
concern of the
the
international
middle
community.
class community in Pakistan.
Okay, coming towards the middle class community of Pakistan, the social issues. I've told you one of them. The second one is the basic and fundamental right of education to every citizen of Pakistan. What I see as a new emerging political party, that there should be a resolution passed in the National Assembly of Pakistan that no gazetted officer above 17 grade and no MNA MP senator should be allowed to make
Say,
the
middle
admission of their
class
children in the
community
private
aligns
schools.
with foreign policy, but foreign policy is strong to middle
Let
class
me clear
community is strong.
the previous part. Let me clear the previous part that there should be compulsory for every elected member of the parliament and for every gazetted officer that his child should study in the government school. Only then we could be able to uplift the basic educational system of Pakistan. Now coming to towards your next question, what was it?
What are the PNP's views on Pakistan foreign policy, especially regarding its relationship with the neighboring countries and international community?
See, Pakistan Nazariyati Party believes in equal and honorable relationship with every country of the world, a foreign policy with dignity and honor. We want equal relation of respect from both ends. As far as your BRICS nations are concerned, as far as your European Union is concerned, European Union is concerned, as far as the Asian countries are concerned, as far as the countries who are sharing the borders with Pakistan, they are concerned. We
Sheikh,
want equal and good and friendly relationships with
Sheikh,
everyone.
corruption is the major issue of Pakistan. How does PNP plan to tackle corruption and promote good governance in Pakistan? What specific measure do you propose to ensure transparency and accountability?
Osama, even if a single MNA of PNP is elected in the National Assembly, I promise my nation that inshallah ta'ala we would bring this resolution that no gazetted officer and no elected member should be allowed to leave Pakistan at least for 2 years after his retirement. First, the assets of his children should be checked. The assets of their frontmans will be checked. That you were serving the state and you were taking pay of around 2 to 3 lakh rupees. How your assets are of billions of rupees. I think when you would place a full stop that you won't be able to leave Pakistan at least for 2 years and you would be held accountable for what you have done, what have you earned, I think the issue of corruption will be solved.
Shay, before I ask you on social issues, corruption is a basic issue. Justice and equality is a basic issue. So what role does PNP see for itself in promoting social justice and equality in Pakistan, and how does it plan to address issues related to minority rights and gender equality?
See, as far as minority rights is concerned, I told you before about corruption. As far as the minority rights are concerned, I think Pakistan is the safest haven for the minorities on the entire earth, on the entire planet. How?
Yeah.
In Pakistan, there are reserved seats for the minorities in the National Assembly, in the Provincial Assembly, It is among those very few countries who have reserved seats for the minorities. In Pakistan, there are non-Muslims in Pakistan Army, in Pakistan Navy, in Pakistan Air Force. A country where the Muslims are 97% and non-Muslims minorities are only 3%. In the same country like Pakistan, Rana Bhagwan Das was one of the best Chief Justice of Pakistan who was from Hindu community. In Pakistan, the
You have good
chairman of
points.
NTU,
Share, you have a good
yes,
points. As a young leader, what inspired you to enter politics, and how do you plan to engage mobilize the youth in your political activities?
see, what inspired me to come into politics, what inspired me to stood up against the injustice in Pakistan or throughout the world. There's only one personality that is Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Uh, as far as what was the second part of your question?
Very interesting. Now I'll ask you, what are the biggest challenges you face as a political leader in today Pakistan, and how do you navigate them?
See, we'll navigate them with the passage of time. It will be navigated, but the problems that we are facing nowadays is, I think, injustice to some extent. We are facing cases from the government. There was a rally on the name of Aurat March where they were demanding rights of LGBTQ, and which in the constitution of Pakistan, it does not believe in it. We stood up against them. We used our democratic right, and the state has filed a case against us. We stood up for the dignity and honor of a mosque in Lahore. State filed a case against us. We stood up against the blasphemous caricatures in France and Holland. State filed a case against us. They had charged us under the Anti-Terrorism Act. So these are the issues which I think they are made. These cases were made to suppress the basic voice of a new political party. But I think that won't work anymore.
Share, we see.
It strengthens us from inside.
We see Shaheer Haider Sialvi, a massive voice on Gaza tension. What are the primary factors driving the current unrest in the West Bank and Gaza Strip as seen by PNP?
See, Osama, we don't name the actual terrorist who is behind all these atrocities. I think your general administration won't mind if I take name of United States of America. The United Nations peacekeeping missions with the United States goes to the Central African Republics to occupy the coal reserves, the gold reserves, the gas reserves, and the diamonds that they used to find. Under the umbrella of UN peacekeeping forces, they used to go there. They used to give ammunition to the local Catholics, Protestants, and Orthodox over there, and they make them fight against each other. Then BBC, CNN, and Fox News, the proxies of United States and the proxies of UK, they go there and this used to show those local incidents on international media, and they used to ask this question: that where is United States? In order to prevail the peace in the region, United States must come here. And under the umbrella of United Nations peacekeeping forces, they used to visit there, and they occupy
In this
all the land
point, in
resources
this
over there.
point, on
From
this
there, so
ground,
coming towards the Palestine cause, similarly, what Donald Trump is saying that he is going to occupy the land of Gaza, it is very unfortunate that the entire world is sleeping on this matter. The people of Gaza do not need any sort of moral support anymore.
Shahir, in
There,
this point,
thousands of children
Shahir,
are
in
being
this
incinerated
point,
with the white phosphorus.
Shahir, in
It's
this
a, it's
point, Shahir, in this point, how does PNP interpret recent actions or statements from key international actors like the United States or the United Nations regarding the conflict?
I think a strong A strong message should be given by all the 57 Muslim countries to the United States to stop these atrocities, to stop this terrorism. It is not Israel, it is United States. It's not
What
Israel.
specific
Israel is an
what
illegitimate child of the West. It's the
what
West which is doing all these things.
Shane, what specific aspects of the current crisis in Palestine does PNP find most considering, and why?
That everyone knows what and why. Let's talk about the solution. I think there should be a joint military force against the occupying forces of Israel. There's no other solution. I think if the Muslim leadership cannot make a force against them, okay, then gather at a single country. The entire leadership of 57 Muslim countries should get together at Al Quds, and they should offer prayers together before a single Imam. I think that would be a loud and clear message to the international world, to the entire world, that now there should not be extra killings. There should not be extra terrorism. The innocent children who are being incinerated with the white phosphorus. This should end. The innocent women who are being raped in Palestine. This should end. They had killed around 45,000 children and women. This should end. This is not a war. This is a genocide.
Thank you. That wraps up today's discussion on the debate room. A huge thank you to our guests for sharing insights and perspectives on this evolving political dynamics of Pakistan, from election instability to economic strategies, from governance challenges to youth engagement. We covered a wide spectrum of critical topics. The future of Pakistan lies in active political discourse and the engagement of its people, particularly the youth, whatever it's questioning leadership, advocating for transparency, or shaping policies reforms. Every voice matters. Stay tuned for more compelling debates and discussion on the debate room. Until next time, this is Usama Zahid signing off.